We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing.
Alright, so the first comic can be picked up in a chapter called Pittsburgh. It's like in between Bill's town and Pittsburgh. It's that cutscene. It's going to be a cutscene where Ellie reads a comic. I'm going to show you that in just a second, and that's going to actually be your first one.
What happened to sleeping?
Okay, I know it doesn't look like it, but this here is not a bad read.
Alright, so the cutscene's over now. I've already killed all these enemies. I just want to show you that this did register as one of our comics. It's called Force Carrier. I just want to show that to you, and let's keep this thing moving. Okay, so we're still in Pittsburgh. This is shortly after you leave the area where you wrecked the truck. You're going to eventually hop over this wall right here. You're going to be in this long, narrow street section of the game. And the game wants you to go down that way and hop over a bus and go into where the Kingston bookstore is. But if you hit up this bus first and you look in the back, over here on the left, you'll get your next comic. Okay, so the next comic is going to be after the section of the game where you have all the, you know, the spores. You have to put your mask on, go through that whole underground sequence. You get the hotel key card, you do all that stuff. You're eventually going to be right here where you meet back up with Ellie again. You're going to climb up the ladder. There's going to be like a presentation room right here. Just go and pass through this. Instead of going straight, make a left. And what you want to do is just hug this wall right here.
Wait there, okay?
Then I'll show you where this next comic is. It's actually going to be right over here on the end of this table. Okay, so eventually you're going to get to this section of the game. This is actually the same room where you meet up with Henry and Sam for the first time. You just want to go ahead and follow those guys down the steps, but you're looking for a door. Now the door is going to be locked. You're going to need to either have a shiv or at least materials that will make a shiv in order to get through it. It's this door right here. I've already opened it in my game. Then just come over here to this back bedroom. It's going to be right here on this chair. Alright, so you're eventually going to be in a chapter called the Suburbs, and as soon as you start this particular chapter, you're going to be kind of right in front of this blue fishing boat right here. Just want to go ahead and come down this way and head into the cabin. And right when you come into the cabin, it's going to be right here for you. Right there.
Ellie, found another one of them comics.
Alright, so we're still in the suburbs. This is actually after the sewer section. You're going to end up coming to this kind of this housing development. There's going to be a dead end on the right, and there's going to be a ice cream truck on the left. It's going to be 3 houses. You want to come to the one on the far right, nearest to the dead end. I'm just going to head upstairs and get this next comic. It's going to be in the bathroom. Come up this way. Let's come through this first bedroom. Look to your right. It's going to be right here.
Ellie, found another one of them comics you've been reading.
Alright, so now we're in a chapter of the game called Tommy's Dam. This is right before you get to the hydroelectric plant. There's going to be a down log right here. You can see you're right up underneath the bridge, kind of in this area. Obviously the river's on your left. If you look to the right though, you can kind of climb up this hill. There's going to be a wrecked car up here, and if you look down beneath this, you'll be able to get your next comic.
Comics he's been reading.
Okay, so after the horse sequence, you're going to be right here at this ranch. What you want to do is just go ahead and head upstairs. In this first room on the left right here, just go ahead and head inside and come this way. And this is going to be your next comic.
Comics he's been reading.
Okay, so you're eventually going to be in the chapter called UEC. Before you head into the actual campus, you just want to turn around. Basically just do like a 180 and head up this hill. And I'll show you where your next comic book is going to be. This one's a little bit tricky because, you know, your first instinct is to go ahead and head on into the university there. So come over this way. There's going to be a truck, and then there's going to be like a blazer right here. Just go ahead and hop off.
Stay, Callus.
And it's going to be right here on
What
the
kind
hood.
of name is Callus anyways?
Okay, so you're eventually going to get to a chapter called Lakeside Resort. This is after the sequence where you shoot the deer. Remember, you're chasing the deer like you're chasing the blood trail. If you go that way, that's where the deer is. What you want to do is make a left right here, and then come back here to this desk drawer. Go ahead and open this up, and that's going to be your next comic. Okay, so we're still in Lakeside Resort. There's going to be a section where Ellie, this is right after the horse sequence. I don't want to give too much of the storyline away, but the horse sequence, you get separated from your horse, and you're going to end up being on this, like, it's called, I think it's called the Cliffside Walk Trail or something like that. But you're basically heading back toward like a little town. You can see the town way back in the distance. You just basically came through this first like pink pipe right here, and there's going to be another one over here, which is where you're trying to go next. All you want to do is come back this way, head up these steps, and check this bench right here. That's going to be your next comic. Alright, so this chapter is called The Bus Depot, and this is actually the waiting room area. Basically, the game is wanting you to go out the crack in the wall that's over there, but what you can do is you can head around and come through this bathroom, this men's room, and on the ground here is going to be your next comic. Okay, so you're eventually going to get to this section of the game. This is actually where you have to drop the ladder down for Ellie, and you've already came through this long tunnel sequence. There's been a lot of bloaters, a lot of infected that you've had to kill. The game is actually wanting you to go that way, right? But what you can do is just head all the way to the end of this vent right here and pick up your next comic.
The comics he's been reading.
Alright, so you just want to come through this fence. This is obviously the very last portion of the game. This is after the hospital sequence, or the Firefly lab sequence. And instead of following his direction to the left there, you're just going to kind of come to the right. And what you're doing is you're looking for this this broke down vehicle up here. And on the inside is going to be the last comic. Right there. Alright, and there's the unlock, Endure and Survive. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys be good.